What's good, everybody? I'm Brian.
And I'm Ashley.
Welcome back to the Parents Uncensored Podcast here on our YouTube channel, where we discuss life with children, relationships, and so much more. How are you doing this evening?
Okay, how are you?
I'm here. All right, let's get into it. Is working with your spouse a bad idea?
I kind of want to say yeah.
Why?
Like, I don't think it's a terrible idea, but is it the best one? No, I don't know. Like, I think it depends on the couple. I just feel like when you spend every single second with somebody, that you kind of want to strangle them sometimes.
Depend on the job, though.
Because
y'all could work at the same job, but not necessarily work together.
But you said work with your spouse, so that makes me think.
But you would work with them. No, I get it. If y'all have a business together, I think it'd be different.
That's one thing I think.
Than just working at fucking Taco Bell or something together. I think it'd be different.
I would be so fat if I worked at Taco Bell. Oh my god.
I don't think you would eat it that much. You probably would at first, but then I think you would stop.
I don't. I think you're underestimating my addiction to tacos.
No, I know. I'm quite aware. But no, I think it's a horrible idea.
Oh, damn. Okay.
To like I said, if you have a business with somebody, then that's different. If y'all own a restaurant or whatever, more than likely y'all be working opposite shifts, or y'all could be working together. It'd be stressful, but if you just work at like a retail place or something, or some type of job like that, I think it'd be a bad idea.
I mean, I agree.
It's so many problems that could occur. Like, what happens if y'all break up?
Ooh, that'd be fucking awkward.
Everybody gonna know your business. It also depends on how long you've been with that person. Like, if you met that person at that job and started dating, y'all dated for like a year or whatever, I don't think it'd be that bad. But if you were with somebody for 2 or 3 years, y'all both got hired at the same place, y'all broke up or got a divorce or whatever, then what happens if one of those people started seeing somebody else at the job? This
is sounding real familiar.
What you mean?
I don't want to put I don't know anybody's name, but this sounds like you're fucking work people.
See, I wasn't going to go that far.
I don't fucking care.
Of course you don't.
Okay, you can edit this part out. I won't say nothing.
No, it's fine.
I mean, like I said, I don't know anybody's name. I don't know that much of anything other than what you tell me. But
that brought up the topic, but I'm not talking about that.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't trying to.
It's a good topic, though.
Yeah, I just think
I wouldn't do it.
I think there would be so many things that could just go wrong, and like you said, it would be really stressful, and I just don't think it would be worth it at the end of the day.
Everybody would know your business.
I mean, some people don't sit there and talk about everything.
No, but more than likely, everybody would know your business.
Maybe.
Because, like, I don't run around talking about other people's business, but a lot of people will talk to me about other people's business.
That's because people just like to talk about people. Like,
I know. And I'll talk to, maybe 1 or 2 people who also know the same things that I know.
Right.
I wouldn't go like, oh, hey, guess what happened to somebody who has no fucking idea. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'll talk to somebody who already know what's going on.
Plus, if you sit there and put all your business like that out in front of everybody, people are going to talk about you anyways. Like, if you're constantly running your mouth about what's going on at home or what's going on here or what happened, like, people are going to talk about you.
That's another thing. When you're working with your spouse, whatever problems you have at work, like if it's work related, those problems more than likely will go home with you.
Oh yeah,
and vice versa.
Definitely.
So I wouldn't want to deal with that at all.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, if like me and you had a business together, I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
Because it would be we own the business.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't want to work where you work. I'm not really a fan of taking a bath in airplane fuel or smelling anything that goes on there.
It's a job.
I mean, I know that.
So, yeah, it's whatever. What are your thoughts on men being judged for not paying the bill? Like men being out on a date with a woman, whatever, and she pays the bill. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, if I was like the waitress or whatever, I would just be like, whatever. Like, that's not.
What you mean if he was a waitress?
Like, if I like saw her paying for it, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, why is he not paying for the bill? Like,
no, what if you were the girl? Like,
oh, I mean, I'm a fucking broke ass bitch.
I'm saying though, what if you had money?
Okay, I would have no problem for that. Like, that wouldn't bother me, especially if I had money to be doing stuff like that. Like, that really wouldn't make me feel any type of way. Like,
why do you think men get judged?
Because it's what society, tells them, that they have to be the provider, that they need to pay the bills, that it's their job to pay for everything.
Some feminists might come for me for saying what I'm about to say. Not that I give a fuck, because trust me, I don't. But, women say they want to be equal to men, whatever, as far as pay, whatever. But some of those women, not all, of course, but some of those women would be like, I'm not paying for dinner or whatever. That's his job.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely
like how are you can't say you want to be equal to somebody, but then get treated differently.
Yeah.
When you want to.
But it's like they pick and choose. And definitely not all feminists. I feel like there's the...
No, I wasn't talking about feminists. I was just saying some women.
Okay, yeah. But either way, like, it all has to be their way. And when it's convenient for them, they kind of spin the rules to how they want it to be.
I mean, I think a lot of people do that with a lot of things.
I mean, yeah, but I mean...
Like, I think white people do that. Black people do that.
Yeah.
Not all, of course. You'll never hear me say all certain type of people do the same thing. You'll never hear me say that.
No,
ever,
because that wouldn't even be true. So, but then at the same time, I feel like nowadays, especially, I feel like there are a lot of dudes who like don't do shit. And, like, their girlfriend will go to work or their wife will go to work and she pays all the bills and he sits at home and I feel like there's a lot of that going on. A lot more of that going on than there used to be.
That's a different story.
I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying. I feel like there's a lot more of that going on these days.
If you're always paying for the bill and your spouse or, your boyfriend, husband, or whatever, if there's no reason why he can't get a job and you always paying for shit, you may be in a bad relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Financially, because he could be a nice person or whatever, but
some people are just too
content
nice, doing nothing.
Being nice don't pay the bills. You want to do the next topic?
Yeah, I didn't know if you were done talking.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Shade Room on Instagram had everybody fucking heated. This was like maybe a day and a half ago, maybe 2 days ago. They had posted something, and it was a picture, and it said something like, in case y'all forgot or something. I can't remember what it said now because whatever. But basically it said, it was talking about like, I don't want to say important levels, but kind of. So you would put your spouse at number one, and then your children, then your parents, then everybody else. And people were literally going apeshit.
As far as what though?
Well, technically some of this is biblical because from what I can remember, it's supposed to be like God first, then your spouse, then your kids, then your family, and then everybody else. So I think they're kind of pulling from that a little bit, but I don't know, like as importance level, like people were literally just going apeshit, and it was funny to watch. But
anybody who puts somebody above their kids is a fucking idiot to me.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
Like
I don't get it. And
but
people were trying to defend it though, and it was just like
put them first as far as what though? Like,
I mean, just in general, it's not like, you know, if you have your wife up here and your parents over here, and like your parents were dying, it's not like, you know, neglect your parents and go be with your wife. It's like if your parents are sitting there talking shit about, you know, your wife, or trying to talk bad about her, or that type of stuff, that you would stick with your wife and defend her instead of going to your parents' side or to your mother's side, or, you know, that type of stuff. It's not freaking life and death situations where like you pick and choose that type of stuff. But
in that situation, you're just supposed to not play the middle, but let it depend on what they saying about, you know, your wife or husband or whatever, of course. But, you know, I thought that this topic was about like taking care of those people.
Well, and I mean, it could be viewed that way too. I mean, I guess it could be viewed that way, and I don't know how you could ever put other people before your kids, but
because everybody else on that list are grown, you know, are grown. Mm-hmm. They're adults; they can take care of themselves. Right. Your kids can't. So.
Right, and I mean, it kind of goes back to like when people talk about how. Now I can't even freaking remember because I don't care, because I don't agree with it. But something about like, you know, you should make your husband's food for him, and the kids should be served after that, and then, you know, you get your food or whatever. And it's like, no, like I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me.
No,
I feel like that's very old school, very
outdated. It is. The adults can make their own food, and the kids should be fed first.
I mean,
because, you know, it's just like if you didn't have that much food, you would give your kids food first.
Well, most people would. Good people would.
I mean, everybody should. But you would give them food first.
Right.
And then whatever is left, you would have. Mm-hmm. But, you know.
I agree. But
if you're not living your life for your kids, if you have kids and you're not, you know, doing everything for them, I don't respect you.
I mean, that's fine.
Personal.
But yeah, I just thought it was really funny to watch everybody go back and forth, and like, I don't know. It's just funny to me because I like to watch people's drama on Facebook. It's entertaining.
It is what it is. Okay, so speaking of parents and kids and all that shit, can parents be held accountable for their child's actions as an adult? Meaning,
that's a tough question,
because I don't know if I said that right. Can we be held accountable for, you know, Noah doing something at the age of 30?
I mean, what's he doing?
Anything. Like, just say he broke into somebody's house.
I mean, I feel like in that type of situation, no, because we're like, I don't know. We don't break into people's houses and bring him with us and like encourage that type of behavior.
I know that, but a lot of people, especially like these past couple months, people like to say like, oh, you can tell that they wasn't raised a certain way or whatever. You don't know how the fuck they were raised. I mean, their parents could have been saints. You can't be held for somebody. I'm saying that wrong. You can't be held accountable for somebody else's actions when they're adults. When they're kids,
I want to say yes and no though, because like,
if you're teaching them to do bad stuff, that's one thing. You know, like, for example,
yeah, I get that.
For example, let's say you have a racist guy.
Okay.
But his parents wasn't like that.
I feel like he definitely, like, if he's like that, he either had somebody...
Learned it from somewhere, but not his parents.
Right. And so, I mean, I guess you would really have to know the circumstances, and you can't really judge people off that, I guess, since you don't know their whole freaking life story. But you can assume that at some point in their life, they had a close relative maybe that was super racist, or really good friends that were racist, right. And that played a role in that. But I mean, I guess I still want to say yes and no. I feel like some things can affect their actions later in life.
Yeah, it can affect their actions, but you know, like, okay, if you grow up in the hood or whatever, your mom, you know, you live in a single parent household, your mom got 2 or 3 jobs. Obviously, she's not home all the time, and you know, just out running wild, doing whatever. She's not teaching you to do those things. Like, she's trying to make a better life for you, but you getting caught up in...
I mean, kids are just dumb, though. Like, they just go through that period of where they do really dumb shit, and hopefully they learn from it, but...
I think a lot of people are a product of their environment.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's... Especially when you're a kid or younger, it's really hard or really easy to get caught up in that lifestyle anyway, when, you know, you don't really know any better. You don't know anything different.
Right, definitely.
That's why I be laughing. Not because it's funny, but just be laughing at people saying, like, talking about certain areas of the country and don't know what the fuck it's like to live there at all or be in that situation.
Right.
Like, I lived where you grew up at, so like, no.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing that happened in your town is somebody getting pulled over for a fucking DWI. DUI. DWI. What's DWI?
I think it's both.
Driving while intoxicated.
Yeah, and then there's driving under the influence.
So yeah. But yeah, like, no, if you grew up in that type of town,
me,
and I'm not gonna say your opinion doesn't matter, but the weight it holds isn't a lot compared to somebody who grew up in the area where it was just bad.
No, I agree.
Because kids don't have control of where they grow up. I mean, you know,
yeah,
you don't have control over that as a kid. So if you 9 years old and you get caught up in a gang or something, is that the kid's fault? No.
Especially being so young.
Right. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So if you had to give advice to somebody who, I mean, they could already be a parent, or maybe they're not a parent. But if you could give one piece of advice to somebody about being a parent, what would it be?
It would be to tell everybody who gives you unsolicited advice to fuck the fuck off. Because if your kid is clean and happy and loved and all that crap, it doesn't matter what else you're doing. People always want to put their 2 cents in. Oh, you're doing this wrong, or oh, why did you dress them like that, or oh, that's not how you do that. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know. But really, because once you become a parent, people around you, like even your parents or your friends or whatever, they literally judge every single thing you do, and it's just like,
I mean, we're living in a time where everybody likes to comment on everything.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody has an opinion. no, you don't have to say those opinions all the fucking time.
It'd be one thing if like a kid was in danger and you were trying to, help them, but to just like say stupid shit, it's like that's not productive. That's not helpful. Like and some people really let that stuff get to them, and then they doubt themselves as parents, or they really think that they're messing their kid up or whatever, and it's just like unneeded stress.
I feel like that's part of the reason why I don't really post the kids that much on social media.
Oh,
just because I don't want somebody to say something stupid. I would slap the shit out of you.
Like what? What would they say? I don't post
just
anything to where people would say anything.
No, just anything. Like just anything. Like, oh, why are you recording your kids doing this? Blah blah. Like anything you say about my kids that I don't like, I will slap the shit out of you. Like, I don't care where we at. I don't care where you live. Because, I mean, if we Facebook friends, more than likely, I know somebody who know where you live at. Mm-hmm. If it's involving my kids, I will come visit you. Like, I'll slap the shit out of you.
I don't think
like it won't be no conversations. I'm just gonna knock on your door. You're gonna open the door. You're gonna say, hey, what's up? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
And what's going to happen then? Who's going to bail you out of jail?
I'll be fine.
You think you could survive in jail?
Huh?
So do you think you could survive in jail?
What you mean, survive?
Like, I would never survive. I would die. Like, no. The whole jail situation.
Jail isn't fucking...
Prison, whatever.
Orange is the new black.
That would be better.
No. No, like if you say something disrespectful about my kids, I don't care at that point about anything. You're getting slapped.
Okay.
Like as a guy, if I slap you and you're a guy, that means you don't even deserve to get punched.
So it's just a disrespectful slap.
It's a disrespectful slap.
You don't even deserve this, but okay.
Disrespectful slap.
Okay, but what's your advice then?
For what?
Your one piece of advice you would give.
Yeah, because I kind of went off on a tangent.
Oh, it's okay.
My one piece of advice for somebody like my sister who is having a baby this year. Congratulations.
Yay. I'm so excited.
My one piece of advice would be to plan ahead.
Which is easier said than done when it comes to kids.
I meant like just try to prepare for the future better. Because, for example, try to teach your kids about taxes, investing, budgeting at an early age. Like, don't wait until they're in 12th grade to try to explain some shit, or even high school for that matter. Like, the earlier the better.
Yeah.
Like, you can do allowances to, teach them about spending, saving, investing, stuff like that. Budgeting. Just don't wait until they're getting ready to take a step to teach them about that step, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, just try to prepare. Especially
because I feel like once they get older, they tend to not give a crap about that stuff. But if you can, like, ingrain it in them early on, it'll always be there in the back of their mind. And
make it fun. Because, fucking Monopoly. That, of course, it don't go into detail, but, you can make up some type of way you explain it to your kids about, property taxes or, buying stuff, budgeting, and
how not fun being an adult is.
Rent, shit like that. Like, you can explain it in a way that they would understand and, and like, but yeah, that's all I would say is just try to stay ahead of the game. Don't wait until the last minute to try to explain some shit. Because I know for me, like in high school, I had, economics class or whatever, and the teacher, all he did was stand there and talk about, economics and supply and demand and shit. And I got it, but it didn't resonate with me just because I can't learn like that.
Right.
Just listening to somebody talk, I can't learn like that. I have to be doing whatever.
Right.
Like on job training, basically. Like I have to be doing it to really understand how it works and shit like that. But that's my advice.
I think that's good advice.
I like your advice also. Because don't say anything about my fucking kids.
Yeah, people talk too much.
They feel comfortable though, because they're talking shit on the internet.
Well, yeah.
If they knew what could really happen, because that's also something else I've been paying attention to past couple months, is people growing up in a certain place and really not knowing anything about shit.
To put it lightly.
Like if you knew what could really happen, you wouldn't talk so much shit on the internet.
No, but like
talking, like you wouldn't be inviting your people to come to your house. Like, oh yeah, I wish somebody would, come in my house to see what happens. Yeah, okay. That's if they come in your house. What happens if they catch you going to work and, you're not expecting shit?
I mean,
like,
they definitely feel invincible behind the damn screen.
You could just tell who haven't really been in shit in life. You could tell who never been punched in their fucking face before because they run their mouth a lot.
I've never been punched in the face. I don't think I've ever punched anybody in the face like that either.
What's your point?
I don't know. You were talking about punching people, so I.
No, I'm saying though, like people that run their mouth either feel very comfortable because they doing it, on the internet or whatever, or they've never really been fucked up before in their life. Because like if you knew what some people were capable of, you wouldn't say shit like that. And never, ever, 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 ever fuck with somebody who gives less of a fuck than you do. Because, you could talk about your fucking rifles and all that shit all you want to. But if somebody bring a fucking grenade,
where the fuck you get a grenade from?
And blow your fucking house up, you're fucking like, okay, let me stop.
Can you just buy those though, like at a store?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere.
Shit about grenades, so
I don't know. I'm sure somewhere in the world you could.
Oh.
But I'm just saying though, like people. I'm just saying the past couple of months is just crazy. Like I've seen a lot of people say, "I wish somebody would do this and that and whatever," and like you really, really don't know what could happen. Like
they can find out.
Like you probably haven't because you don't watch anything that came out before 95 or whatever. But fucking what movie was that? Oh no, actually, and I think it was Ocean's 11 or 12. Was it 12 or 11? Ocean's 12. That came out past 2000.
Oh my god, I watched stuff back to like 1990. Okay.
Oh my god. 1990. But no, in Ocean's 12, he was Brad Pitt was walking out to his car. He was on the phone with somebody, and like he was at a decent distance, but before he got to his car, his fucking car just blew up.
Ooh.
Not saying that, of course it's a fucking movie, but I'm sure shit like that happens somewhere in the world.
I mean, probably.
Like, I don't know. That's why I don't talk crazy to people, because I don't fucking know them.
Right.
I don't.
People been real scary.
I don't talk crazy to people just because I don't know what they capable of.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Get us out of here.
Okay,
that goose.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Do your little line.
If you like, yo, I'm telling you, we gonna fight.
Ooh.
What the fuck are you, Young and May?
Okay.
Oh shit.
No.
If you like this video, you can like this video. You happy?
Yes. Leave us a comment and hit the subscribe button so you're always up to date when we post new videos. And the link for our Instagram page will be in the description box below. And that's it.
Until next time, deuces.